Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jung Lo, the owner of a Dragon House. Right next to me, I have Adam Wamsley. Today is May 2nd, and I'm in Napa Valley visiting a friend next to Adam. So now we can get to meet up and get him officially signed. We'll be competing on our upcoming event, Dragon House 32, June 15 at the heart of San Francisco Kezar Pavilion. Now, Adam, let's introduce yourself briefly to all the MMA fight fans in the Bay. Who you are, where are you coming from?
I'm Adam Wamsley. I'm from Napa, California. I fight out of Santa Rosa, NorCal Fighting Alliance. Shout out to all my NorCal guys. Yeah, that's me. I've been around for a while. A lot of people know me.
Yes.
Mostly through like grappling and amateur fights, but now I've broken into my professional MMA. So
you have a flawless record as a 2-0 undefeated. Definitely one of the up-and-comer prospect in the 185-pound division. Now, and you're also teaching in some gym too, right?
That's right.
Which gym are you teaching at?
I teach at a studio called Main Street Martial Arts, but my program's called Napa Fight Sports. And it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday nights from 7 to 9:30. And the first hour is like kickboxing, sparring, boxing workouts. And then the second hour is jiu-jitsu and wrestling. That's
pretty awesome. Now, your bread and butter on your background is wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, that's my, I wouldn't say that's my bread and butter, but that's my base. Mm-hmm. You know, it's carried me quite a ways, but my true passion is striking and jiu-jitsu and just martial arts in general.
And let me ask you, you're brown belt in BJJ, right?
That's right.
Who's your brown belt under?
Saul Escalara. So he was like one of the first generation brown belts under Cesar Gracie. Mm-hmm. So he trained with Terrell a long time ago. He trained with Dave Terrell. He kind of came up with him. He broke away from Cesar Gracie and moved to Napa, and he started his program here. So I was very blessed to be able to train with him. I trained with him for 6 years, and then
6 years.
6 years, and I got my brown belt, and then decided to just run with it. You know.
That's awesome. Now, let's we want to talk a little bit about your last fight, Dragon House 31. We have a packed house, and it was a phenomenal event, and you put on a phenomenal show on that night. You fought Fabian Cruderas. Mm-hmm. What's your thought on that fight?
It was a great fight. I felt okay. It wasn't my best performance. I feel like I could have done a lot better. I mean, with that said, not taking anything away from Fabian, but there's some undisclosed reasons why my performance wasn't all there, but it's okay because I pulled through it and I got the W, and I'm just looking forward to wiggling a few things around so that I can perform 100% and
in June 15th.
have some real fireworks.
Now let's talk a little bit about your up and coming opponent, Ivan Benich from San Jose IB Strong, who's a well-known conditioning coach for a lot of athletes, different sports. What's your thought on him?
He's a tough guy. He's a strong guy, obviously. I think he's a good opponent, but I feel like he's a little impatient. Mm-hmm. Not taking anything away from his skill. He looks like he's got some good skills. But I feel like it's a really good matchup for me. Like I said, no disrespect to him. He seems like a good guy, but
where do you see yourself outclassing? Grappling, striking?
Well, I see myself outclassing him everywhere, honestly. But I mean, and I'm not trying to do any low blows or talk bad about him, but I just feel like I've grown a lot of wisdom in the sport. I've had a lot of fights where I was impatient, and I just feel like I've grown out of that, I feel like it's gonna be a good matchup for me.
Do you think this fight will go to distance?
I hope not. I hope it doesn't. But who knows? It could. He's a tough guy. You never really know, but you just plan for the worst, and that's all you can do.
When you're watching his last fight against Marcus Game, I'm sure you're probably watching the fights, do a little homework, studying him a little bit. What did you see? Like, what kind of a hole do you see in his game?
Honestly, like I said, I'd say like his impatience. And I feel like he tries to speed through a lot of things. He tries to cut through corners through techniques, which kind of, I mean, I'm not saying he doesn't have the techniques or the skills, but maybe he's not displaying them the best because he's not reserved.
I see. I see.
But
so now, I mean, coming into this fight against a conditioning coach for a lot of different type of athletes, different sport, how do you prepare yourself physically to match this person?
I've always taken my conditioning extremely serious. Honestly, my game since I've been fighting has been to drag people into deep waters. I like to finish the fight in the beginning. Good jiu-jitsu and good boxing will help that happen, but I don't finish fights in the first round because I need to, is what I'm saying. You know, I train to fight the whole fight, and I feel like conditioning is different for every sport. You know, so just because you're really good at conditioning in one thing doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to be better. Right. In the fight, or you know, which I'm not saying he isn't. He very well could be, but we'll see.
Well, he's definitely bringing a lot of fireworks up to this fight, and that guy, as soon as the bell goes on, and I know he's gonna throw bombs.
Yeah,
that's how Ivan is.
It's exciting.
That's what a lot of people are like really excited, look forward to having him fight. And I know you are undefeated 185 pounds, and I know Ivan has been fighting on 185 pounds. Got a decent record. He lost Trey William, which means like he was winning the fight, and then one split second, and things turned around. He had somehow got choked and lost that fight. Up to that point, he was winning the fight. So he's definitely one of the top prospects for my title contender. This fight, really most likely, I really like to see either one of you guys win this fight. I would like to see one of you guys can touch my title, you know, maybe on a future event.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah, I know Jordan Williams is my title holder, but he's very close to be signed on a big lead and might be vacated belt. So this might be a good opportunity for a 185er like you to fight for your spot, you know. So now, if people want to get a hold of you to get tickets to come watching you fight, how can people contact you and get a hold of you?
Contact my Facebook, Adam Wamsley, obviously, and then or my IG, which is Adam Wamsley the Bother. And then if you want to get a hold of me through telephone, my phone number is 707-337-1575. Shoot me a text and I'll come meet you or whatever.
Single lady only, right?
That's right.
Okay. No.
You're gonna get me in trouble.
No telemarketing. Okay, no telemarketing. Okay. This is a joke.
Yeah. I know it won't spread that far. Who knows? If I get a prank phone call, it's all good.
Yeah. So now, do you have any special people, sponsors, or special people you want to shout out to for this upcoming camp?
I'd like to thank Solution Supplements, Advanced Services, Alegria, MC Construction, Sky Builders, and that's it for now. And all my existing sponsors, all my existing support, I thank you, and it's going to be great. It's going to be a great show.
That's awesome. Now, if your opponent, Ivan Benenich, watching this interview, what do you have to say to him?
Let's go, baby. Let's put on a show. Let's see. Come to me, baby. I'm ready to go.
All right. So what do you plan on? Do you think this fight you're gonna win by TKO, submission? What's your little prediction?
You know, I don't ever really usually like to do predictions, but I just feel like if he comes into my radius too fast, or I just feel like he's gonna catch.
Because last fight I saw you do heel hooks, angle locks. You were going at it, which means not too many people in the MMA fight actually going for those kind of submission, and you actually just go for it.
I actually don't even usually go for him either. You know, my mind was a little off that last fight. My performance was a little off. Like I said, you know, there was a time when I was on top of Fabian. and I was just grinding upon him, and for some reason I just pulled him back to an ankle lock. You know, so I was kind of just trying to keep flowing, you know. But my coach is Dave Terrell, so I had to go for at least one ankle lock.
That's awesome.
In my career.
Yes. Now, any last word to anyone watch this video?
Love you, Mom.
All right.
That's it.
That's it. Adam Wamsley, ladies and gentlemen. For more information about this upcoming fight card event, fight card, check out DragonHouseMMA.com. This event is live stream pay-per-view for nationwide for all different devices. So any one of Adam Wamsley's friends cannot make it to the event, make sure you guys order the live stream pay-per-view voucher from DragonHouseMMA.com.
Make it to the event, man.
Make it to the event. Get a ticket from him. Hit him up. So give him a little bit of love and support. Please subscribe our Dragon House YouTube channel. Thank you for all the love and continued support. We'll keep putting on the epic event for you guys. The Dragon House, after June 15th, the huge event is going to happening August 10th at the Cow Palace.
Woo!
Don't miss it out. So that will be for the title if this guy wins this fight. We'll see you guys out there June 15th. Don't miss it. Signing out, Jong Lo. Good to have you report.
Thank you.
All right.